In 2006, nations heard the praises of God from the Pacific Rim to Asia and Africa, from the Middle East and Europe, across the ocean to North and South America. Together, the world made declarations to the Lord their God in their own tongue. And I, because of their actions and their imaginations, am about to come and gather all nations and tongues, that they will come and see my glory. This was the 2006 Global Day of Prayer. For 10 days preceding Pentecost Sunday, Christians established thousands of 24/7 prayer watchers around the globe. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, pray, seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, forgive their sins, and heal their land.
From Cape Verde in the west to Somalia in the Horn, we, the people of Africa, welcome the nations of the world to the Global Day of Prayer.
From Cape Town, I want to say thank you to the world for joining us. Thank you for hearing our call.
There was no formula given to the body of Christ on how to worship, and believers gathered, met, and prayed according to their own culture and creed. Some worshipped God in great churches filled with history and tradition. Others received communion from God's priests in sanctuaries of worship. Still others sat on open commons in city centers. And others waited on God in parks in the heart of suburbia. Thousands once again gathered in the presidential square of Taipei in Taiwan. While in Denmark, hundreds waved their national flag and proclaimed their faith. In Kenya, Christians knelt on the hard cement floor under the hot African sun. And in Northern Ireland, believers gathered on the lawns of Stormont Castle Estate. And across the ocean in North America, churches were filled with believers, joining this mighty river of prayer and declaring the salvation of Jesus. As the day drew to a close and the sun set on the western horizon, thousands of people in Chile met in Government Square. Large gatherings were broken into small groups, where every believer was given the chance to add their voice to the river of prayer that swept the globe from north to south and east to west. It seemed as though just about every country in the world acknowledged the passion of the next generation to the call of God on their lives.
Release this generation to walk into a destiny, O Lord. Raise up the Deborahs that will rule this nation with righteousness and justice.
Egypt hosted a children's global day of prayer.
Lord, send revival on your church, that our churches may become examples of justice.
A young boy in Jordan timidly led the crowd in prayers of thanksgiving. The youth of South Korea boldly knelt before their Lord and pleaded for the sins of their generation. As the whispers of the prayers of millions faded into the night on the western horizon, a new day was already dawning in the east. This was to be the season of continuous prayer, expressed in acts of love and mercy. There's no way to stop this torrent of prayer, praise and worship. God is at work, and we invite you to be part of this movement. Open the floodgates of blessing to your communities and nation. Together, we are writing His story of transformation around the world.
We're always encouraging one another to be history makers. Well, today, you are a history maker because you've been part of the biggest prayer meeting that has ever taken place in the history of the world. How incredible is that?
Yes, This truly is an incredible story of God at work. Join us on Pentecost Sunday each year until 2010 and continue the story in your community so that we may come and see His glory.
Less of me.